Hey guys, welcome back to our house. I got a lot of really positive feedback on the Dark Crystal unboxing, so I thought maybe I'd go through a couple more board game unboxings, see how they went, see how the feedback came back. Anyone that definitely wants to see unboxings, please let us know, especially of games that maybe you're super interested in or something that you've never seen before. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right in. This here is a board game called Tokaido, which is a really beautiful Japanese-based game. You play through it as a tourist on vacation. I know it sounds a little weird, but I have seen them play it in a couple of different YouTube channels. Tabletop from Geek and Sundry. Go over there, check them out. Really great channel, really great people. Check out Will and Ann Wheaton's charity, the advancement of awesomeness or awesome people, something like that. They appear to have a really good charity going for them as well. So definitely get out there, check that out. Jump over their YouTube, give them a like if you want. Like this, comment down below anything you want. Subscribe, please don't forget about that. But this here is averaged about 45 minutes, 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and up. So it's a little less advanced than the Dark Crystal, which was ages 14 and up. But that's okay. The intention of this web series is to promote the idea of board games, not any specific one or any specific series of board games, but just the idea of board games. I was raised primarily on television and video games, and we very seldom did anything together as a family, mostly because anytime we'd come together to try to, everyone would want to argue. No, I don't want to play Monopoly. I only want to play Monopoly. Things like that. And it's just really hard to get people to understand that there's so many more board games than just those big and long and annoying board games like Monopoly and Risk and my grandmother, she really hates the card game Uno. But there are so many different types of board games. Sometime I'll have to give you a tour of my game closet. It's intense. But this one here, I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I saw it played on Geek and Sundry's channel, and I fell in love with it. It looks like you can download it on YouTube, on the App Store. I don't know, though. I haven't downloaded it. I didn't want to spend the money to be wrong. If anyone has downloaded that app, please let me know. Let me know if it's definitely the game or if it's definitely not the game. Lot of really cute artwork here. I know that's one of the different types of cards. That's one of the paintings that you can do in the game. That looks like the inn. And that's probably the temple. I know these names don't really mean anything yet to you, but that's okay. Like I said, the game is based around the idea that you and several other travelers are on vacation. And, no matter how good the vacation is or no matter how long the vacation is, you just can't get to everything. So, you have to play through the game from left to right. Here, let me go ahead and pull the board out. So that is the starting position. No. Why does it look upside down? No, that is not the start. That is the starting position. Oh, wow. I've never seen a board game like this. Okay. So, yeah, this is the starting position. You start here inside of a hotel. The person furthest back is going to be the first player to go. So each round, another person can go first versus every single time the same person goes first. So you will start here and you'll work your way up through the mountains, up through, this very attractive looking course. And I will have to look up again to see where exactly the starting and ending destinations are. But this here is a very attractive board game. Like I said, it's Asian created, illustrated, and this board is just an accordion style board. It doesn't have like a 4-piece how it unfolds and then folds out again. So that's the board. That's really attractive. Up here at the top is where you're going to score all of your points as you go along. This here's the temple when you donate. These are the different places that you can go, different things you can do. The hot spring, where you hope to find the golden monkey. It gives you certain points, I believe. You can meet a friend on your travels. This here is where you can go to paint, and you can start working on the very first thing that was here on top of everything. Which was these right here. These are the paintings that you can do. You break apart the cards, and just like a punch-out set, but you break apart the cards, and you get more points based on how many pieces you've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then the others are going to be a little less than that. So let me go ahead and open that up and show you what each of them look like. And you just kind of stack these up. You don't draw from them like a deck of cards. You just stack them up like a deck of cards, and when it's your turn, if you decide to paint, or if you are the painter, then you just draw. You go into the deck and you pull out the appropriate card. So this here's the ocean scene. Looks like a mountain scene and a shrine scene, but we're gonna flip them over and see what they actually are. So that looks like rice fields maybe, and the mountain, just off the top of my head, it's probably Mount Fuji, but I don't know. And then the ocean, and wow, those are really, really beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set those aside. We will be playing this game probably next week. Cody has undertaken a new job, so we're doing things a little bit different this week. I plan to do a board game unboxing or rules teaching every day, and he plans to do a devotional every day. So that's our plan right now, and we will let you know if anything's going on that's going to prevent us from doing that. Also, after this video, I will be going into Facebook and starting a Facebook group, so please come over and join us or like us, whatever it's set up as. This booklet here, Fun Forge, is a advertisement for some of the different games that they've done. None of them have I heard of, except for the very first one here, Tokaido, and it looks like they've got an expansion pack, which, you know, hey, I may look into getting that. These are the rules. 7 pages, big, illustrated, and I will go through these rules and explain everything in the playthrough video. And we've already seen the board, so I'm going to set that aside. These are your character sheets, if you will, character cards. They tell you what you get. These are your money, your these are actually really attractive. These are what actual Asian money look like. Some Lotus tokens. I don't know exactly what those are for. So there's that. Here is some more. These are money tokens, obviously. I guess I forgot to say that. Some more character sheets. I do know that up here it tells you how much money you get. I just don't know how often you get it. Oh, that's cool. The game actually comes with Ziploc bags. That's really funny. Set that aside. And then these here are Tokaido's version of Meeples and some little player tokens. So I don't exactly know what those are for, but don't worry, we'll get into it. Or why there's 5 tokens but only 4 people. And there's the deck of cards, which is going to have all of your... Here, I'll go ahead and open them up this time. It's going to have all of your Meet a Friend cards, all of your Hot Spring cards, your food cards. Every time you go to the inn at the end of a round, I believe there's 4 rounds. At the end of a round, you go to the inn and you eat. And you get special points at the end of the game for having the most expensive taste throughout the game. So that's what the back of those cards look like, which actually I think are upside down. Yep. So that's what those look like. Okay. And we're going to skip past those. So there's that. This here is the food. Skip past that. These are your Make a Friend cards. Skip past that. And these are your Hot Springs. Alright. So the Hot Spring... Oh. There's extra cards at the bottom, which I was not expecting. That character looks very familiar. I cannot remember what it's called. Anyone that knows, just comment down below. Let us know what that character is called, because I cannot remember. I recognize it. I know that they attach it to a lot of clocks and souvenirs and things. Instead of it being like a bobblehead, the hand waves, which is really cute, but it's just a knick-knack like anything else. Put those aside for a second. So the Hot Spring cards, you're coming in here, and I don't exactly know what each of these things mean, but you're looking for this one with the monkeys on it. So let me see if I can. So there's that. Okay. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Apparently there's 6 of those cards with the monkeys on them, so finding the monkeys shouldn't be all that hard. Let's see here. Making a Friend. Each friend does something different. Like this one here lets you paint the rice fields. This one lets you paint the mountain, ocean. The reason that there's different counts of each one, because there's different counts of the paintings. So there's 3 paintings, but only 1 friend that'll help you paint. There's 4 of the mountain, and 2 people to help, and then 5 of the ocean, 3 people to help. These here make donations to the shrine for you. This guy here gives you money, and whatever the traveling point token is, I don't really know. And these here let you draw these black cards down here. Again, I don't know what the black cards are. We will get to that in a second. Here is the food. I know that on your turn, you draw 1 more than the number of players. So if in a 2-player game, you draw 3. In a 6-player game, you draw 7. And you look at those 7 cards and you decide which one you want. These are all the ones that cost a lot more money. 3 money. You get 6 points for it, I believe. 2 money, 3 money, 2 money, and then these here are your less expensive meals. Rice balls, tofu, soba. Man, a lot of these are really hard to pronounce, but a lot of these are really, really beautifully drawn and illustrated. But let's say in a 3, I'm going to go ahead and give these a shuffle. In a 3-player game, you would draw 4 cards, and you would decide which one you wanted. Now, if you're the starving artist, which I believe... You know what? I don't know who the starving artist is. It might be this guy here. If it is, then you only start off with 3 money at the beginning of the game. So you're not going to want to spend a lot of money on food. So after you draw the 4 cards, you'll look at them and try to spend as little as you can. Now, all of these only cost 1, so that's great. And I don't know if you saw, but all of the food gives you the same number of points. 6, 6, 6, 6. So you would come in here and you decide which one you would want, and you could take the unique one, trying to give yourself a series of different foods throughout the game, which again is another series of points. So we're going to set those aside. And these here, oh, that's right, these are the shop cards. So you got different things you can buy, like toys, looks like snacks maybe, clothing, souvenirs, just a bunch of different things really. I can't really quite tell what exactly each of these are. But I know that you're looking, like if you're one that wants to go shopping, you would be looking at these, trying to get a series of different things, so that way your points rack up. Kind of like 1 is 1, 2 is 3, 3 is 5. Just the more cards you get, the more points you get. So on your turn, you would, if you decided to stop there, you would pick up 3, and you can buy 2 of them, I believe. So there's that. Put those aside. I didn't shuffle these earlier, but that's no big deal. But that's pretty much all that's in the box. There is nothing underneath, or at least there doesn't appear to be that there would be anything underneath. I will double check really quickly. Oh wow, that didn't even want to come out. Yeah, there's nothing underneath. I'm not going to show the camera because getting this back in is going to be a pain, as it is. Also, I paid a lot of money for this game, and I don't feel like tearing up the box just for something like that. I don't know what these cards are. Okay, these are victory points, I guess. Because I recognize these here. You get these if you get the paintings done faster than anyone else. That's probably for the most friends, the most shop, the hot spring with the gold monkeys, and the most expensive food. So these are additional victory points is what they are. So there's that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, anything you guys want us to touch on, whether it be devotional or board games, just let us know in the comments below. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to the page. We are doing the best that we can with what we've got, and we can only do more as more of you guys join us. So, again, that was Tokaido. Welcome to our house. Come on back.